All right, guys. This is the Comic-Con Highway weekend forecast. We're December 28th through the 30th. It is the last stop for 2018. Next week, we start the 2019 season. Uh, this week, we have nothing to report. We don't know any creators being anywhere this weekend. That doesn't mean that nothing's going on. So, to check out what's going on, we're going to head over to conventionscene.com. By the way, my name is Mr. Anderson, and I am the Indie Advocate, also known as the Indie Devil, and I will tempt you with my tales. You can follow me at www.mranderson.com. So this week, and this is literally it, we have the Sheoff Promotions Comic Book and Non-Sports Car Show. Card show. That's it. It's the Annabelle Fire Station. It's on the 29th, which is tomorrow. And that's it. We're done. That's 2018. I guess we should just turn the cameras off and wait for 2019 to get here. But before we do that, let's talk a little bit about 2018. Brian K. Morris says, I frequently freak out when I think I'm not getting any either, just like your dog. And that sounds weird if you're just joining us now, and that makes it even funnier because I'm not going to explain it. You'll just have to watch the beginning of the program to understand it. So in 2018, what did we cover? You guys want to see what we covered in 2018? So some rough statistics while we're doing this. We have covered over 100 conventions in the 2018 season. That's right, over 100 Comic-Con conventions, which averages basically to 2 conventions a weekend. And that's not counting what we actually did for convention scene. You do convention scene, and we're probably around the neighborhood of 300 to 400 conventions talked about on our show. You can now see our list here, and it's in descending. I don't know if it's in descending. Yeah, descending order. And you guys can see everything that we've covered at the beginning of the year. And it's funny because when we started this journey, way back in January, we were doing it a different way, and we're going to continue to do a different way. And this has been an evolution of an idea throughout an entire year. We were doing it in 2016, and we wanted to do it better this year, so we started the Comic-Con Highway. And from that, we have built some amazing stuff. And you guys can see some of the original stuff. We used to do billboards. So we were doing individual creators, but then it got popular. People started getting really excited what we were doing. Over time, we began to add things to the show. We began to add more people per. There were certain conventions where we'd had up to 20 creators telling us that they were going to be at the convention. It was crazy. It evolved on itself. So in 2019, going by the fact that we've covered over 1,000 creators, and it got to a point where literally in 1 week we had 12 different conventions and 12 different plaques and 12 different billboards. It became something that was a mess. And in 2019, we want to worry about professionalism a lot. We want to, as a matter of fact, dedicate ourselves to 100% being indie. And that means covering indie in a very professional and together manner, which is what brought us to the way that we started doing it towards the end of the year around New York Comic Con, or slightly before it. I think it was in August. I could go back and check actually. I think it was around August we introduced the Comic-Con forecast, which is basically a game changer. And I see everyone showing up, signing in, coming on. Welcome. See a couple people. I think I saw Bree stopped in. I know Alex, Robin, Brian, like names are just flashing through the screen. I'll look for comments at the end of the show, I promise. So if I miss your comment, understand that there's only 2 little spots on the thing. So if you make a comment, I might miss it. I only caught Brian K. Morris's because I stopped the scroll for a second to read it. So, outside of like Daytona Comic-Con, which will have a takeover, you will be seeing basically more of what we're doing on the Comic-Con Highway forecast. And you guys can see it was kind of a mess. And then we started doing the forecast, and the forecast kind of changed everything because they put everything together in this beautiful fashion. And then these weeks really began to look a lot better, and there was a flow to it. And we got really good feedback on all of this. So I'm super excited to continue the Comic-Con forecast. We really got a way to do it. It's been a tumultuous year as far as I know from creators' feedback. And that's why I want to know more feedback. And we'll go live to see feedback right now, see if anyone has added anything since I was gone. I focused more on the horror comic scene in 2018. Well, let's find out how that went. And all right, I mean, convention scene. It's been a great sister. I don't know, affiliate, not sister site, affiliate site to us, and they've done some great things. Let's take a look at some of the things that are coming. One of the things that does make me nervous is that I'm suddenly noticing the calendar filling up now, and I'm noticing more and more shows being announced. That always makes me nervous. In Florida, the Comic-Con highway begins on the 13th with the D-Line Comic and Collectibles show. It looks like it's going to be a great show, by the way. I missed out on getting there. I finally got in touch with the promoter. It turns out to be Tom from Daytona, and he does an awesome show. He just happened to run out of room real quick. It's more geared towards collectibles, so it wasn't really something he had me in mind for, so he never reached out to me. So we're still on with Daytona. Paradise City Comic-Con is no longer going to be a thing, but there will be a Lakeland Comic-Con. Orlando Toy and Comic Show will be on the 26th. And unfortunately, the Hero Trader Comic-Con was canceled. Trying to see what the next real big show is. Like, what is going to really, like, start the season? What stands out as, like, the biggest show? I'm trying to see here. I think. See, I hear the Captain Show is a very small show in South Carolina, but it's got a following. I think the winner would go to the Comic-Con Revolution. I think that's the biggest show to start our year. So all the way in March, you're going to have the first big show. That's a show that's going to be 2 days and has actually got a pretty solid following. A lot of these are, just the fact that there are going to be 2 Pensacon shows at once is kind of weird. Actually, I wonder if the promoter, they have to know that they're competing against each other. See, this makes me nervous, and I'm not going to blame either show because I don't know. It just makes me nervous that there are 2 shows in one weekend. I mean, how's that fair to either creators? And that's happened a lot in Florida. Yeah, I don't see anything that resonates as huge with me. I mean, you have a 2-day show in the Central Florida, Lakeland, when I'll be there. That's a 2-day show, but I think it's a new show. I don't think it's anything huge. The Orlando Toy Show actually apparently shrunk down. It used to be 2 days. I guess they shrunk down. And I guess they moved too, because I remember I went to it last year. It was 2 days at a mall, if I'm not mistaken. I guess they shrunk down. Or maybe it was a 1 day. Either way, they've moved their locations. So this is going to be across from Universal. Hopefully they do well. Let's see. Let's take a quick look at what they've got going on. They're going to have Bill Tucci, Neil Adams, Ryan Oatley, Tyler Kirkman, Donnie Cates, which she's a big name right now, Ryan Stegman, the Florida Hotel. Oh, see? It still has them listed at the Florida place. I guess they're still there. No, new location, bigger, better, and I'm Batman. All right. I mean, I'm assuming that they're at the same place now, but maybe they just got it wrong on convention scene. Happens every so often. People don't update their information. What are you guys excited for? Also, let me know, what are the shows that you guys are excited for in 2019? The London show, I think that's the first international show I saw, is in March. I think that was so far. And of course, these things change week to week. We learn about other shows that this might not have. The Women of WonderCon, that's going to be a big one. The Big Apple Comic Con. Oh, did I want to go to that? Problem is not only is Jackson in school at that point, but it's a hard time of the year to travel. So it's on my radar, but that's a pretty big one. That was one of the first conventions I went to. Hero Hype Convention in Orlando. That's actually new. That's the first time hearing about it. Of course, Emerald City Comic Con. And then C2E2 is in here, I think in March. Yep, there it is. And that's the I think that's the first 3-day? No, Lexington. Also at the same weekend. Raleigh's starting to get a lot of Comic Cons too. All right, so let's see. Official site, Hype Hero. See, now if I see this, it makes me instantly nervous that that's your site. And I don't know what any of this is. I don't understand. Like right away, this makes me nervous about a Comic-Con. Because this is apparently its home. It's got a shop. It's got what is characters? See, now this makes me very nervous. All right, so this will be at July 20th at the Rosen Hotel. I think I actually know that one too. And this is going to be March 9th at the Miami Airport. So, yeah, Hero Hype. I mean, I wish him well, but that does not jump off at me as like a strong. And here, we'll look at a couple cons real quick. I'm randomly picking these, so I'm not picking on any con. We're just grabbing a couple cons real quick, and we're going to go over a couple of them just to show you guys what I've personally learned about things, and we'll go over it, and I'll tell you what makes me cringe. All right, so here's film. This is a well put together forum. I can buy my tickets here. It talks to me about accessibility. It's got exhibitors. It's pretty good. The one thing that I don't like right away is, where is this? I know it says Midpoint Arena, but what does that mean to me if I don't live there and I don't know what a Midpoint Arena is? I don't know what that is. So then instantly I have to go to the event info and I have to go to venue, and then I find out that it's in the UK, and maybe it's a big deal there because we don't live in the UK, but you get what I'm saying. Usually it's good to have where it's from right up there. So let's see Emerald City. Emerald City is still loading for some reason. So we'll go on to this AllCon in Dallas, Texas. All right. I mean, smaller con, but I like the icons. I like the fact that they made it like an icon. It's very interesting. But once again, we're going to check, and here it is. It tells me where it is. And I would have gone with a different color. Red on red is never a good idea. This should have been white. The white worked up here. I don't know why they didn't just continue with it down there. I like the fact that they're using original characters as far as I can tell, so that's really cool. Over 400 events, what will you choose to do? So, and then they got a little bit of a cool thing, and you go to the event. We'll go to the event description, and it comes over here, and apparently doesn't really do an event thing. I guess it's event, but it doesn't. Oh, event descriptions. That's on me. It didn't mean that. Vendor artisan alley. So it also gives you an artisan alley. It gives you vendor room. So that's pretty cool. And it tells you the prices, and it's all sold out. So credit to them. So that looks like an interesting one. This just seems too much right away. Too big. I don't understand why anyone does this. New York Comic Con has a loading screen, but then it goes to a bunch of things. Doesn't talk about guests. This is March 15th. It should have guests there. This is a worrisome con right away. Because right away they're focusing on their tickets, but they're giving me no reason to buy a ticket. We'll go over to their guest section, assuming that they didn't update their front. Nope. Let's see about exhibitors. So exhibitors, this is 3 months away. Nothing sold out. So that's already, like, to me, this would be a warning sign that they have everything still ready to go within under 90 days. I mean, we're literally talking about 60 days away. So that's a little worrisome. And this is why we're doing that GradedCon. Okay, so welcome. This is South Carolina Comic Con. And mind you, I actually did try to apply to this. And once again, they did not get back to me. And someone had told me that they sell out pretty fast, which might be why they're not getting back to people, which I think is rude, but okay, I get it. So, I don't think I applied this year. I applied last year. And because of that, I won't go to it. I heard it's good. I have not broken into South Carolina yet, believe it or not. Oh yeah, I did Georgia. I did the Georgia Comic Con. All right, I did Atlanta. So I've been in South Carolina. No, Atlanta's Georgia. Yeah, I don't think I've been in South Carolina. So that's still a closed market to me. If you don't get back to me, I kind of don't want to do business with you. You could just send me a quick email telling me you're sold out. So here's Big Apple Comic Con. This is one of the original Comic Cons. It's been around forever. I was going when I was a kid. Got some great guests. It's a well put together thing. You can buy tickets here. Follow us on here. Simple, very cool. Frank Choi is going to be there. You got your exhibitors, you got your about, you know where it is. The only thing that they could, no, here it is, the dates. I was going to say the dates, but there it is. That's a well put together page. Um, Comic Revolution, you pick the one you're going to. So I'll be here and March starts. Let's see what they did. So here we go. It's an update, your free holiday calendar. New guest added just in time for the holidays. You get some announcements down here. I got to talk to them about programming, actually. I actually have to talk to them about them. But you got exhibitors. Let's see if I'm actually listed yet. Ooh. Let me see. What would I be under? I always forget. David Bryan's going to be there. He's a friend of mine. I'm trying to see if I'm listed yet. I got to talk to him if I'm not. Some reason I never get listed when I'm supposed to be listed. And it's always frustrating to me. But that's usually because I didn't send back an email. It's usually my fault when it comes. Rob Reap is going to be there, and I'm actually reading all the names. Let's see who else. Mike Seeley's going to be there. Fabian's going to be there. I think that's the Fabian. Oh, Greg's going to be there. Trying to see. Yeah, I don't think I'm listed yet, but I will be. Oh, no, there I am. Oh, look at that. I'm actually there. I'm listed under written sins because that's my thing. And there's David Bryan. I like his site. Uh, oh, oh, it goes right to Indie Advocates. That's cool. I was like, wait, where does it go? But that's me. That's how much I love you guys. I give up my own time to have the site be there. And Rod Reeves, fantastic artist. All right, so that's Comic Revolution. You got the pro press, you got the shows. Very exciting. I like how this is done. Captain's Toy, um, solid. You got Mike's picks, which I guess they're talking. Oh, this. So it doesn't actually go to their Comic Con; it goes to their site, and that could just be a convention scene thing. It might just not be giving the thing, so I can't really talk about that in that regard. So obviously, I mean, they don't promote the fact that they're having oh, here it is. Okay, let's see. Let's go back to Emerald City Comic Con. Oh, so they have something cool here. All right, so that makes sense. They put up a thing, and that's in Seattle, Washington. You got your date up here. Gives me all the information. It's got your featured guests down here. Super awesome. Great way to do it. I like this. This is a good page. Of course, it's a Read Pop page, so it's not really that surprising that this is done so well. So, and I like the little snow that they've added to it. So that's really cute. And are they doing? Yeah, they're going to do 2 cons back to back. Wow, God bless them. So here we go. Here's the captain's page for their thing, their event. Let's see. We got the dates. Very good. You got the place it's going to be. Very good. Pre-order tickets, expo gallery. It's got everything you need. Well done. Well done. See, that's what I look for when I look at a site. And I think that's it. So those were a couple things just to go over with you guys, what I look for, because I know some people ask me what I look for in a con. And of course, the first one I'm going to, we'll look at how that one is set up. So we'll look at D-Land. That's the first one in Florida and Central Florida. All right, so here's the D-Land one. That's a pretty good thing. Guests, vendors, photos. The only thing that I would have done differently right here is I would have put the Florida thing and the address on the front page, because that could be a little bit problematic. But if you hit the thing, that comes up right away. So this gives you the main show about. So credit to them. It's a whole different thing. The homepage just gives you this kind of cool thing where you have to click it. And I think most people are used to clicking now. And here's some photos from, I guess, last year's show. So this is the show you have to look forward to if you're going to be part of it, which is pretty cool. Ooh, I actually know that's John Crawford's poster right there. So John Crawford was there last year. Everyone was asking me if I was going to be at this show. Ooh, so it's probably why it looks like a good show last year. So that's exciting. And then I'm going to be here. Okay, so once again, here we are. We have the area, the tickets, all that. You got the dates, the times, buy tickets. They are sold out, which makes me excited. You cannot get a table anymore, which means they've sold out. There's nothing to get tables, I don't think. Let's see. Exhibitors, artists. I don't know if I was added because I only. Oh no, we're there. IndieAdvocates.com. So we're there, and look, Wrestling Nerds Radio Network, and Olivia Farmer, Past and Present Comics, Hope Falls, have Gringo Comics, Baker Comics, not Barker, Blue Collar. So this looks interesting. All right. And they do have some fan tables, I guess. So that's another well put together con. So that's what I'm kind of looking at when I'm looking at these shows, because I know people ask me, how do I pick? And you can even see that they're running some ads. So there's some money being put into this, which makes me excited. And he's a great guy. I've seen him a couple times. He's the voice of the Green Lantern. No, he's the voice of who is he the voice of? Oh, he's the voice of so many people. I'm like embarrassed right now that I can't say it off the top of my head. Let me see. Let's get to the guest. I'll tell you who he is. I should know his name. I've seen him enough. He's on the Justice League. I want to say that, let's see. That's right. He was in Mad TV. He was in Pulp Fiction and Marvin, and as Marvin in Pulp Fiction. Samurai Jack, Static Shock, that was it. Justice League recurring roles on King of the Hill. Young Justice, Star Wars Clone Wars. Just a very talented dude. George Lowell is going to be there. And someone else is coming, apparently. Star Trek fans are going to be happy. My Little Pony, Rick and Morty, are going to be happy with Sarah being there. Bob Layton's going to be there from Marvel and DC and Valiant. And Power Rangers are even going to be there. So super cool. George Lowell's always a great guy. I love running into him. And so you guys get what I'm looking at, right? You see how I look at the things? Because one of the things I did really wrong in 2018 is I just signed up for cons that I wanted to try. I didn't do my research. Oh, man, was that horrible. So now I've got a whole different schedule, and I can actually give you guys a little bit of a little sight. Hey, Jaxie boy. Jaxie's actually coming in, just working on some art. As you guys can see, I'm always doing something. I don't know why our camera went dead on YouTube. That's not good. Oh, because we put the application down. All right, so we'll just do the entire screen. There we go. All right, so now we're seeing the entire screen. Here's my schedule as it is right now. These are notes for the video. And we'll just close some of these things. Okay. There's so many things open. It's like you guys are looking at my underwear. All right, so here we go. This is my 2019 for you guys, because I know you're all curious where to find me. So let's go over it. So far, I'm going to be at the Central Comic Con, which apparently I need to learn to spell Central. Comic Con Revolution in February. In March, C2E2 Plus I don't know why it's not listed here. The Comic Con Revolution, I have to have that added. It was there, though. It's weird that it's not. Oh, no, here it is. It's in February still. That's what's wrong. That's right. I don't have a February show. If anyone has an idea for a February show, I'm all ears. So if this is in March. So March, I have a ticket to C2E2. I'm still on the fence if I can make it affordable for me. I have a pro pass. I don't have a table, but I am on a waiting list. Daytona Comic Con, the Indie Takeover happens on the Saturday and Sunday, the 13th and the 14th of April. Three Rivers is in May. May is going to be kind of busy for me. I'm going to go up to Pittsburgh. I'm probably going to have to fly to this one. It's the only way it's going to make sense. I'll have to fly in that morning and fly back out the Sunday evening to try to make it work, because I don't see myself being able to drive up to Pittsburgh as much as I want to. And it's kind of funny because the closest airport to that particular show is like an hour away. So, someone's sleeping in their rental car if I have to do that. But it's an exciting show, and I'm willing to do it. Three Rivers is awesome. MegaCon's the following weekend, which I'll be with Travis Gibb and Chuck Pino. And we're trying to get a second table for that one. Big Easy, May 31st to June 2nd. I believe I was approved for it. I got to look through my stuff to make sure I got approved and talk to them. I thought I saw an email for it real quick in my passing. I didn't fully read it, but I think they said I was in. I got to look at that today. All-Star Comic-Con, June 8th through the 9th. Then I'll be at the Florida SuperCon, Atlanta Comic-Con, and Raleigh SuperCon. So July, we're all over. August, we're back home. Tampa Bay Comic-Con, Ancient City in September. New York Comic-Con, October 3rd through the 6th. I already have my hotel booked. I just got to figure out how I'll be there. And Baltimore Comic-Con, the 18th through the 20th. I have nothing for November and December. However, we are going to be adding 4 shows in 2018. I'm still negotiating the timetables, but it looks like we will have a spring edition right here, the 16th and the 17th, because that's, I think, the weekend. Spring starts right here, so we're going to go a weekend early, because we don't want to go on weekends that there are big shows. So we don't want to compete with the C2E2. So either we'll go here or we'll go there. I believe the next thing is in May, which is MegaCon's right here. So I think we talked about putting the show. I think it's June. Yeah, June. So June 21st. So yeah, we'd go right here. This would be where the show, the indie showcase, would be. And then our next indie showcase, because June would be summer. So then September is fall. So we would probably go right after Ancient City. So we'd lead into New York Comic Con, and then we would do our winter show, I believe, right here. So that's it, guys. That's a peek into 2019 as we look far into the future. Follow the never-ending cascade of boxes within boxes. All right, guys, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. If you have your conventions you want us to promote, of course, let us know. My name is Mr. Anderson. It has been a pleasure, honestly, bringing you all these conventions. We've done this every week. I think we've missed 3 weeks. One of them due to a problem with my voice. We did actually put out the thing. We just didn't do a video. And 2 other ones were... I think I actually did the videos for him, and I think we only missed maybe 1 this entire year, and that was because I just did not have the voice for it. Thank you for all the support over the last year. I appreciate it greatly. I do appreciate all you guys do for me. I'm not blind to the fact that I could not do what I do without your support, so I do appreciate that. This is it. This is 2018 signing off. We're done. Oops. So trying to remember. I got distracted by beauty. I apologize. What was I just going to show you on the way? Oh, we were going to check. That's right. We were going to check out the, see, I got so distracted. Check out, see if anyone else had said anything about their 20. Oh, here we go. We got some replies. Okay. So on our way out, let's read this. Oh man, horror films are the salt of the earth. Wonderful horror con season. I did the STL Wizard World, St. Louis, I believe, and meh. The St. Louis Mighty Con is pretty good small con. My 2018 season was wonderful, honestly. Here's to an even better 2019. I definitely agree with you on that, man. Ray, you're awesome. Kev Davies says some great, some awful, but we managed to make headway, and hopefully we did even better in 2019. We've already confirmed 9 shows. I have to pay for this week, then waiting on bookings to open another 8. That's probably all we'll do in this coming year. I need to turn up to the day job at some point too. Yeah, man. And my 2018 season was tumultuous. It was horrible show after horrible show, then rock star shows. When we sat down and I looked at the books, we lost money this year. I think we're in the hole for like $413. That's how much it cost me to go to Comic Cons. $413. We did not even make a penny. It cost me $413 to do Comic Cons this year. And that does not count the cost of comic books. So 2018 goes down as a complicated year. I didn't build a mail list like Russell Nolte had been telling me I needed to. I thought I had outsmarted the system, and the system won. But I'll live and learn, and I'll make it better in 2019. So that's it, guys. It's weird. Weird signing off. 2018's been such a... I didn't think I'd get so, lost in the emotion of the year right now, but it's just thinking back to it and being on the road and doing these. It's been an honor. Truly been an honor. Thank you for tuning in as much as you guys have. I'm going to sign off now because I think we're done. And that was 2018.